a girl a-running in a group. She had a high-speed motor in a 40 Ford coupe. She had a racing cam and a supercharged. Look at Buddy, hot rod at large. She's a hot rod. She's a hot rod. She's my hot rod.
Automakers are clamoring for less and less regulation and restriction. They say it's harming the development of the electric car. It's just killing them. They want the government to take their hands off. Well, guess what? There's some questions we have to ask first, okay? First and foremost, are we going too fast? Are we throwing caution to the wind? Are we trying to push the electric car into everybody's garage without all the safety that we're so used to? I mean, are we compromising safety to be the first one on the block? I mean, yeah, hurry up, yeah, build a car. Be the first one on your block to have a electric car. Well, guess what? Be the first one on the block to sell you an electric car is what's going to hurt us. These cars, are they going to be safe? You tell me. That's a question I have. How safe are they going to be? You all remember what happened with the Chevrolet Volt catching garages on fire and burning up. The Tesla's had their issues with those lithium-ion batteries. Those lithium-ion batteries, they grounded a fleet of 777s or whatever they are for like 3 weeks until they came up with some kind of new battery for those planes because they're not safe. How about the iPhone? iPhones are blowing up in people's kissers. I mean, come on. The lithium-ion. Don't get me started on lithium-ion. Anyway, I have another question. Will America's infrastructure be able to handle a huge flash of electric cars that need to be charged? What about our power grid? Don't we have times now in the summer when our air conditioners are all running and the power grid goes down, blah, blah, blah. Well, what's that going to be on a hot day when all those air conditioners are running and now 1 million electric cars just got plugged in to recharge? Wow. Can our power grid handle that? They always tell you, well, this grid in the northeast corridor here is from the 40s and this one's from the 20s. And hey, what's going on here? Are we ready for this? Or are we going to cause ourselves extra grief with our electricity? Are we going to have enough electricity to run these cars and charge them and keep my air conditioner running at the house? What are the real dangers of the batteries available today? The lithium-ion, we know about that. We just talked about that. Lithium-ion batteries are not safe. I don't care what anybody says, they're not. The NiCad, now that's what's in, I think, the Toyota Prius. That's a NiCad battery, nickel cadmium. And they have not had a fire problem. They have not had a fire issue. They're not a pure electric car, though. They are a hybrid. They have a gas engine and they have a battery engine. So, hey, yeah. I guess I have one main question, okay, about electric driving, and I'll leave it at that. You guys take this for what it's worth. My question is about the integration. Whoa, there's a word for you. The integration of the products. In other words, the meshing. I mean, we aren't all going to wake up one morning with an electric vehicle in our driveway. We're not going to be we're not going to be electric car owners, all of us, tomorrow or by Monday. Okay? Now, how are those little electric vehicles going to coincide and get along, coexist with the full size and SUVs that run on horsepower? In other words, you're going to have a bunch of little cars that don't go very fast in the way of the big cars that go fast. Not everybody's going to warm up to this electric driving thing. Not everybody is going to say, hey, here's what we can do. We can get an electric car. No. Some people are going to say, no, I don't want an electric car. Even more people are going to say no to a car that drives them around. They want to drive their own car. Okay. I'm telling you, the integration of the products is going to be very, very important. I don't know how this is going to happen, and the infrastructure. I mean, come on. Where are all the charging stations going to be? Right next to the gas pumps? No. Because gas pumps are fill it up and leave. A charging station is plug it in and go sit down. So, and the quick charge and blah, 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 blah. There's all the infrastructure that's not built yet. They have a lot of great theories. They have a lot of neat stuff. There's some really neat stuff out there for these electric cars. They have a charging pad that all you have to do is pull over the top of it and park, and it'll charge your car. I kind of wondered if that is the fact. When I get out of my car, if I step on something, will I get electrocuted? I don't know. Or am I going to glow in the dark? I mean, come on. What if it starts charging before I get out of the car? Toyota, GM, Volvo, and a Chinese auto group are all petitioning the government to freeze any further rules by the individual states to regulate self-driving. They want the federal government to tell the states, hey, you can't regulate self-driving cars. So that they claim that it's crippling investment and development. In other words, they can't find anybody to invest in their program because, you know what, you can't even drive it in this state yet. It's illegal, okay? Well, 48 laws have been passed in 20 separate states in the last 2 months alone. But what of the safety? What about safety? Some people will try anything. They'll jump in the car, whether it's legal or not, and let it drive them around and take a chance on crash and burn. Tesla's already killed a couple. They actually had one that went up into somebody's bedroom one night or one morning too. I don't know. Not good. What regulation does this need? This whole deal. What do they need? Somebody needs to tell them, hey, it's not going very well here. Well, here I'll give you an example. While Ford is pushing full speed ahead is their program with their self-driving program and plans to have fully autonomous vehicles in a commercial setting by 2021. This is their plan. Hopefully by 2021 they'll be in and safe. The chairman, Mark Fields, has said he's not the eternal optimist. He's worried that hurried applications will lead to an unfortunate incident. That's the problem. This guy runs Ford. He is not competing with anybody. He doesn't want to be the first one on the block to have a car that you can buy that will drive itself or sell itself or whatever. Electric and self-driving. And he doesn't want to be that. He doesn't want to be that guy. He doesn't want to be the first. He wants to be the safest. Ford is going to have fully autonomous cars in a commercial setting by the year 2021. That's 4 years from now. They've been working on it for 5 years already. Hopefully, all the sensors will be in place and everything. How about that sensor we talked about, the blind spot sensor at the start of the show? Somebody forgot to put it in. Well, what's going to happen when they forget to put the pedestrian sensor in the new autonomous car, and you're walking across the street in front of it? Oops, crash and burn. You're going to get it. That's the problem. There's the human factor. There's always a human factor. Even now, as we speak, engineers are hurriedly working on backup systems for all the systems. Yeah, steering, braking, sensors, and computer chips, plus backup software. My goodness. You got to be kidding me. My question is, at what cost?
2003 rendezvous last week.
Yeah.
Out the battery. Yeah, you take it out the top.
Oh, it does come out the top. Okay, yeah, I looked it up when I got to the shop.
I had trouble. I thought the gas gauge was not working. It would float back and forth. The needle would go every which way. Because my kid, when he used the car, he let it run out of gas a couple of times. But I put the new battery in. As far as I can tell, the gas gauge is working great. Could there be a short in that battery that messed up that gauge somewhere?
Oh, you know what? Absolutely, buddy. Low voltage on today's cars cause the computers to go havoc. And that gas gauge, believe it or not, runs through a computer. And that low voltage or spike voltage, high voltage, or even intermittent voltage will cause your car to do some crazy stuff. Unbelievable.
All I can say is praise the Lord. Jesus said that it saved me a lot. It saved me a lot of money.
Oh, there's that
$500-$600 people out there too.
Oh yeah, $500-$600. Absolutely.
You better believe it. Well, I hope. Yeah, hey, I hope you're right.
I think you're fine. I think it's going to be fine now.
I hope so. You got a great program.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you calling.
I'll be 86 next year.
Hokey
and I live in LaPorte, Indiana. They call me 98, but I keep listening. Hey, everybody, listen to this guy. He knows what he's talking about.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Have a good day. God bless you, and bye-bye.
Thank you. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for calling. I have to take it when I go out to LaPorte for a car show this summer. I might have to buy him a soda pop. What do you think, T-Rex? We'll get him a beverage.
Go, 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 go. Hi, I'm Nick Cohn. Make sure to join me weekday mornings with Gordon Deal from 5 to 9 for all your local and national news, as well as local weather, traffic, and sports. You can find us live on WHFBradio.com. Simply stream us on the free TuneIn app, or you can punch us on the dial AM 1060 WHFB. There's 3 ways to listen in, so don't miss out. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Another great way to stay in touch. For all your morning news, weather, and traffic, join in here on AM 1060 WHFB, weekday mornings from 5 to 9. Go.
Hey, Tom, don't tell me your car's broke down again.
It sure is, and I just installed the replacement parts I got from that big box store.
Well, you should have gone to Bumper instead.
Bumper to Bumper? Aren't they...
Right in your neighborhood? You betcha. Bumper to Bumper has several convenient locations.
But do they have...
knowledgeable, trained counter people that make sure you get the right part the first time? Well, of course they do.
But are the prices...
as good or better than those big box stores? Well, I'll say they are. Hey, Tom, where are you going?
To Bumper, where I should have gone in the first place.
At Unlimited Service Automotive, we make it easy to get the quality service that your high-tech vehicle requires. The computer training, test equipment, as well as an up-to-date information system make sure you get the repairs you need. We have the latest factory bulletins and recall notices, along with the best repair procedures and wiring diagrams. Call us today at 708-895-9520 to make an appointment, and we'll do the rest. 708-895-9520 is your number for the experts. Remember, quality service and parts aren't expensive. They're priceless.
Well, she got her daddy's car and she cruised through the hamburger stand now. See, she forgot all about the library like she told her old man.
And WHFB car phone and see what we got going here. Caller, you're on with the car guy. Hello?
I was wondering with these autonomous cars, if I drive the Dan Ryan every day. You're driving along doing 60, 65 miles an hour. Somebody comes up behind you and they're doing 90. What does the car do?
Well, here's the deal with that. That's what I call the integration of the product. They're not that electric car, the autonomous car, is not going to go 65. It's going to go 55, the speed limit. That's all it'll do. It'll be programmed to go 55 on that highway. The guy behind it may not be an autonomous car. It might be an older car that he doesn't want to drive an autonomous car. He's going to run all over you. That car it'll speed up if it feels like something is climbing up its back, or it'll slow down and pull over. But it's not going to be it's not going to be a smooth transition. You just brought up the main
Well, at that
point.
point, it becomes
You brought
a
up a
danger.
great point. Not everybody's going to have the self-driving car to get away with this. If we all have them, it's fine. But if one guy is driving without it, guess what? That's what's going to happen. All right, caller. Thanks for calling. That's a great point. Thanks for bringing it up.